I'll tell you what, the houses we're buying for 40, we don't want to be in those areas. So we're closing on them, selling them immediately. We'll go in, maybe do some clean out, but number one, our contractors don't want to work in the areas where these $40,000 properties are. And we have a ridiculous buyers list of people that love these properties for Section 8.
Brings people to the city. You and I have talked over the last year or so. You're in Kansas City. Lots of interesting things happening up there. There's some soccer thingy happening.
World Cup?
Yeah, that soccer thingy.
Yep, I've heard of that.
You've got the Kansas City Chiefs that are doing pretty good.
They're okay.
Now sponsored by Taylor Swift, which has helped.
Yeah, it does.
You don't even need to win a Super Bowl. But how is real estate in Kansas City? Just teach us, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on my business card. It's different. There's a lot of players in that market, and we can still buy houses for $40,000. We were talking on the way here, and one of the guys we were in the car with, he goes, "How's the market?" I'm in Columbus. I'm like, "We're still buying houses under $100,000. Do it all day long."
Wait, how much?
Under 100.
What was that, like 20 years ago?
Yeah, you guys don't have that anymore.
Well, it's why I want to start loaning, because the median home price in Kansas City is still kind of low, but the taxes, the property tax structure is still, you can cash flow houses pretty well in Missouri and Kansas. I'm not a big fan of Kansas because of some restrictions on foreclosing.
I agree. That's what we do most of the time, is foreclosures.
Yeah, so you're still specializing in a foreclosure business. In 2024, when I heard that the foreclosure industry is dead and there's no way to buy houses that way.
We're buying 2 a week.
2 a week?
Uh-huh.
Pre-foreclosures or foreclosures?
Foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, all over the place. Yeah.
Is it, real quick, I mean, I like to joke around that I'm real estate adjacent.
Yeah.
Mainly because, I've shifted away from the real estate world to more of the media production world.
Yeah.
In Texas, first Tuesday of every month, every county auction, they do the foreclosure auction. Is that a nationwide thing, or is that exclusive to Texas?
So in
Because sorry to interrupt. The reason I ask is if you're buying foreclosures every week,
it's just Texas.
Is it just Texas? Because I was going to say, how are you going to buy a foreclosure every week if it's only on the first Tuesday?
Yeah, so we go straight to the homeowners before. So we have pre-foreclosure status in Missouri. A lot of the other states we work in don't have pre-foreclosure. They just put it straight into the foreclosure pipeline. But we have a status called pre-foreclosure where it's not technically in foreclosure yet. And then the actual foreclosure timeline is about 30 days in the states that we work in. So we go straight to the homeowner before the bank takes their property, negotiate the deal, and buy it straight from them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's just the whole 40,000 thing still got me stuck.
Why?
Well, I mean, look, I've been doing this 20-something years, and I mean, the last time I can't rehab a house for 40, much less buy it for that.
Yeah.
What are you doing with these? I mean, like, you're buying them for 40 and what, like putting them back on the market, you're turning them into rentals, you're fix and flip.
Well, I'll tell you what, the houses we're buying for 40, we don't want to be in those areas. So we're closing on them, selling them immediately. We'll go in, maybe do some clean out, but number one, our contractors don't want to work in the areas where these $40,000 properties are. And we have a ridiculous buyers list of people that love these properties for Section 8.
So I'm also currently working on a loan for you.
You are?
In
Arkansas.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
That is not Kansas City. How did you make that transition?
Well, you know Todd.
Yeah.
His brother came to us a couple years ago and he said, "Hey man, I really want to get into real estate. I'm tired of being a firefighter. I just need a change." And we didn't think he was serious. We're like, okay, here's a whole list of things to do. And he went and did those. And then he started bringing us properties. And we're like, okay, well, let's see if the foreclosure model works in Little Rock. And it does. That property that we're working on has a foreclosure date, and we're going to close before that foreclosure date.
40,000.
40, what is that one? 42?
I was
42.
kidding, but
No, that one's 42.
Ooh. Yeah. The total loan's like 80 something, I think, because of the rehab component. So, yeah.
So I think a camera over there we can trade you for.
You probably could. You should see this thing, man. It's not a house you want to live in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I could trade you my camera for a house.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing. That's insane. Because again, it's like in early, when I 02, 03 real estate, that's what I'm thinking, or even the early 2012, 13s, like maybe you could find those deals, the $35,000, $50,000 house. But in 2024, ain't no way that's happening unless somebody's giving you I don't even think you can get lots for that size of a deal.
No, not really.
Not here.
I'm looking out the window trying to. I mean, right over there. For those of you that aren't,
I mean, this is great for videos that are not mobile.
is Trinity Groves.
Oh yeah,
And
Bishop Arts District.
when Jason got married, that's when we were in Vegas, and he came up and was excited that he had just bought a house over there for $3,000.
Jesus.
And I was like, "Are you sure? That area is kind of rough." And Jason was kind of like a couple cuss words. He's like, "You just lost that on a roulette roll. At least I got us a house." And I was like, "That's a good point."
Can you imagine if you just held that property for
The
10
lot
years?
is worth $300,000 today.